Smell everybody, I'm Cantonese cat. On the 12th day of Christmas, GME sent to me. I'm not really gonna sing. I just kind of did, didn't I? This is the yearly chart of GME. Each candle represents 12 months of price action. As you can see that the 6 year here has been just straight going down here on increasing volume. And the year 2020, you have a big bullish engulfing candle with increasing candle that actually went all the way into 2021 on increasing volume here. Well, it just went way too far, way too fast. It made an all-time high here, and it was just kind of consolidating sideways here for 2 years for 2022 and 2023. And no volume here at all. And guess what's happening in 2024? You have increasing volume coming back in, and it's a bullish engulfing candle compared to the last one. This 12-month candle price action is looking pretty decent here. Now, I'm going to zoom in here to the quarterly chart here, and you can see what's happening really is that you have a tweezer top over here, and this tweezer top is marked, I think the top here is since January 2021, in fact, all the way to April 2021, this quarterly chart Q1, Q2, followed by 11 candles of going down, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, just trust me, it's 11 candles. Followed by what happened here, a big volume bullish engulfing candle that engulfed the last few months of price action over here. And because of this, there's a trend reversal after this 11 candle going down, right? That there's something pretty significantly here that's building up here that I just wanted to kind of point out. Now, another thing to look at is the 10-day ichimoku cloud. So let me go ahead and pull up the 10-day chart here. And if I just do the ichimoku cloud, you can see something very striking here on the 10-day. What has really been showing here is that price has broken into the 10-day ichimoku cloud here, and it's just kind of stuck here. Now it got rejected here once and got rejected here twice. And now we're trying on the third candle, trying to break through that area. And we are so far not able to do that, but we are using Tenkan here as support, right? Last time, what happened when you end up trying to break through the 10-day Ichimoku cloud? Well, you able to push through here, you backtest the cloud, and you also came back and actually kind of backtest the Tenkan here before going up a lot higher. So this 10-day Ichimoku cloud here is telling you something very interesting. Perhaps we're getting close to a breakout. The top of the cloud over here, I'm going to turn on the indicator values here so I actually know, is around, let's see, 30.84. So we're able to close this 10-day Ichimoku cloud candle here. About the Ichimoku cloud, some pretty nice things could be happening for us. Now let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit more here. We're going to look at the weekly chart. And on the weekly chart, if I turn off the Ichimoku and turn on the Bollinger support band here, I'm going to zoom in here. You can see that 9 candles ago, 9 candles ago, you can see that you have challenged the bull market support band. And so far, you have 8 candles have closed above the bull market support band now in a row, right? Looking pretty bullish. Usually when you have price kind of getting above the bull market support band, it's generally a more bullish indicator, and I think that there's some acceleration of the bull market support band to the upside. It really reminds me of what happened during last cycle whenever it wanted to backtest the bull market support band here and really started to take off. There's a little bit of the same morphology here that I'm seeing here. So interesting, right? Battling bull market support band, battling the bull market support band, taking off. And again, 9 candles ago, we got through the bull market support band, and the 8 candles in a row have been above. Right? Now, I'm going to also zoom out a little bit more here to a biannual chart here where you can see that there are 7 inside candles to this big giant green candle over here on this 6-month chart, right? 7 inside candles here inside this big giant green candle over here on big volume. There's no volume here on the downtrend. And all these are inside candles, 7 of them, of this 6-month chart. Looking pretty bullish. Usually what it means by having these inside candles usually mean that you have a pretty big move up and then you wanted to consolidate sideways here as inside candles, and these inside candles generally favor for trend continuation, especially the volume is underneath this candle over here, and there's no way for volume to really beat this big giant volume candle over here. But yeah, I mean, this is basically just consolidating sideways here with the aim of most likely further bullish continuation, and that's what this 6-month candle chart is telling me. Going back to a little bit more, let's look at the weekly chart here, and I can kind of show you a little bit more. On the weekly chart, I'm going to put up the Ichimoku cloud here, and I'm also going to do a fib level, where the fib level is going to be all the way from this all-time high here to the cycle low. And if you look over here, you can see that we are near the 0.5 Fibonacci level, which I think the 5 Fibonacci level is going to hit probably coming up soon, right? And that's probably going to be serving a little bit of resistance here, which is kind of confluent at the bottom of this weekly Ichimoku cloud. But guess what? We have had a bullish Tenkan Kijun cross over here, where the blue has gotten over the red line here. This is generally saying that there's a more of a weekly bull trend that's being built up here about 4 candles ago, right? So I think 4 candles ago is telling us that it's probably going to end up getting to the 0.5 Fibonacci level. This is a lot of more bullish energy that's being built up here. I want to finish off with this technical analysis video on Christmas Day with a bang. So what I'm going to do is I really want to zoom back out here. What I'm going to do is a 3-month candle chart. And on the 3-month candle chart, I'm going to show you something here that I think I've seen on MicroStrategy. I'm going to put the Ichimoku cloud here. You can see that so far, why we ended up not pushing through in January 2021. There's a big reason for that. The big reason is because we have simply been rejected here by the Tenkan and the Kijun, by the blue and the red line over here, right? And since that rejection, we tried to break above for about 4 months or so. We've just not really been able to do that. So what did things do here on the 3-month chart? We went back all the way down, getting close to the top of the 3-month Ichimoku cloud here, and we bounced very, very hard, trying to push through the Tenkan Kijun, not able to really push through because that's still resistance. But we are building a different trend here. I think we might be going back and challenge the Tenkan Kijun here, potentially flip them in from resistance here to support, and we might end up going a lot higher from that. Why I keep bringing this up? Well, because the same thing has happened with another stock. And I'm also going to show this side by side here, see if I can do that. The way to really try to illustrate in terms of what I'm seeing here is you can see that a very similar morphology has been building on this 3-month chart between MicroStrategy on the left here and GameStop on the right, where the last cycle just went way too far, way too fast, got rejected here by the Tenkan Kijun, and you had a little bit of a bearish cross here, but over time, MicroStrategy was able to push through and reclaim the Tenkan and Kijun here on the red line, blue line, and flipped it from resistance to support, right? Resistance to support. We might be getting ready here for GME to be able to do that. We'll see what happens over the next 12 months or so. But there's a possibility where we might end up going back and reclaim this as resistance to support, which would allow the next lick up on the entire consolidation zone over here. Now, I'm going to get rid of MicroStrategy here. Now, going to the 2-month chart here for GME, you can also see the same morphology where it's stuck underneath the Tenkan and Kijun, but where you might be breaking above soon. But one really important thing to look at here on the 2-month chart here is that there's something called Black Cat Banker Fund Flow Trend Oscillator. It tells you whenever there's a increase in whales that are coming in. And whenever there is an increase in whale coming in, if there's a buy signal, which is generally labeled by this yellow highlighter right there, this has happened in GME for the entire history of GME 3 times, ever since 2002, whenever this stock really started to come out. The first time happened was around 2012. And when it happened, you have a lot of green candles. Price went from like $6 all the way up to maybe around like 14, 15, somewhere around there. So pretty big gain with that, right? The time before that, the current one here, was back in July 2020, before this big giant parabolic run up. And guess what? This signal has flashed again just now during this 2-month period. That makes me wonder whether or not a bigger move is going to come. If it's not as small as, maybe this is not a small move, by the way. It's like 120% up, versus something absolutely insane where it goes from like $1 all the way up to like $100, right? Who knows what it's going to bring us? All I know is maybe a bigger move is coming, and it's probably going to be favorable for the bulls, right? Now, talking about, let's get out the 2-month charts, talking about the monthly chart here. So each candle represents 1 month of price action. And if I just do nothing else, if I just do the Bollinger Band, you can see that there's a Bollinger Band expansion here. This is a very, very bullish thing where price is getting rejected here initially by a negatively sloping 20-month moving average. And you flip this negative sloping 20-month moving average here with a positive sloping 20-month moving average. You flip this from resistance here to support. That's what the month of May and June had done for the trend. It made a higher high here and has completely flipped the trend from being a downslope to now an upslope, with the Bollinger Band expanding. Now, through time, Bollinger Band is going to continue to expand, and price is going to continue to go up along with it. It might even go up, have some really impulsive price action, and drag the Bollinger Band up and expand it even wider. Regardless, this is a very bullish thing where it's just flipping negative to positive and flipping resistance to support on this 1 month candle chart here. Finally, I want to show you the number 0. What do I mean by number 0? Well, I'm going to go to the daily here. I'm going to use the whale indicator called MCDX Plus. Generally, stocks don't really pump unless if all the retail momentum is gone. This indicator here tells you green basically tells you retail momentum, red tells you whale momentum, and yellow just basically means that they're traders. That's really not all that important. But you can see on the daily, there's no retail momentum. On the 2-day chart, there's really also not much retail momentum here at all. Retail momentum is 0. On the weekly chart, even higher time frame, are you going to see any retail momentum here? Sorry, my internet's getting really spotty today. You don't see any retail momentum here at all. On the 2-week chart, do you see any retail momentum? The answer is, whenever this pops up, the answer is no. There's no retail here at all, right? On the monthly, there's still some retail momentum, but it's really getting drowned out by the whales coming in. On the 2-month chart, there is very little retail. On the 3-month chart, there is very little retail, and the trend has been going up in terms of whales and down in terms of retail. Anyway, rest my case. 12th day of Christmas, gave you number 12, 11, 10, so on and so forth. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a good one. Bye.